ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا أدوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوثن وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد. إلا دار زايد لا تقرب حماها، لا تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوثن وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد. نحنا شعوب لها نفدى تراها، نبذل الغالي لها دوم ونهب. نحنا شعوب لها نفدى تراها، نبذل الغالي لها دوم ونهب. إلا دار زايد داري لا تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوثن وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد. وام الشيوخ اللي الله رعاها ربت قروب للوطن هم سند، لا تذكر الفزعات إلا طراها.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Pearls of Union. Today, the dream of flying anywhere for any reason is right in between of your hands. With who? With Citizenship Invest. And today, we're going to be talking about it more with the CEO of this amazing company, Mr. Wissam Keyrouz. Hello, how are you, Mr. Wissam?
Hello, Mina. I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. Can you tell us more about your educational process? How did you become the person who you are today, or in this position as well?
Well, in university, I've done financial engineering, which focuses more on the investment side of the world. And then when I went into the financial markets, later on, I was solely focusing on real estate investment product structuring, what brought me more towards the citizenship by investment sector of this business, because there is a lot of synergies between real estate and citizenship by investment, because in most of the time, it is the underlying investment or asset.
Of course. Is there any exceptional experience that you went through that you'd like to tell us about it today?
Well, there are a lot of exceptional experience. When you deal with people, every day there is an experience, because we deal with more than 85 nationalities and more than 85 backgrounds, and we process more than 20 countries in terms of citizenship or residency. So your daily life would be a sequence of experiences, because you have to adapt to cultures, you have to adapt to needs, you have to adapt to different backgrounds of people and to different scenarios and stories sometimes. And exactly, most of the time there are stories more than just backgrounds and checks.
Is there any skills and values that you learned throughout your journey?
People skills. You need to understand people, and you need to understand their needs, and you need to advise the best for them, before advising for what's best for the company.
Of course, since we mentioned people, is there someone who supported you throughout this journey?
Throughout your journey in life, you would find support in everybody and colleagues. Of course, your parents would be the first people to support you, and then your friends and your colleagues, the people that work with you every day, from the most junior person to the most senior person. I wouldn't choose one person that has supported me. You support yourself at the end of the day, but you lay on your surroundings.
Of course, that's an amazing thing to say, actually. Thank you for letting us know about the insight of yourself. Now, can you please tell us about where did the vision of Citizenship Invest come from? How did it pop up?
So Citizenship Invest was founded in 2009 by a lady called Veronica Kodemiye. She was an avant-garde in this industry practically, because it's one of the first companies to exist in this industry. And she has sold the company completely to a public listed company called BLS International in 2024.
And that's how it became whatever it is today.
So the company got market share before the acquisition, way before the acquisition, because it was one of the first, and we hold one of the highest credibilities in this industry. And this is what got BLS International interested in purchasing or acquiring such company.
Of course, that's amazing. Can you tell us about how are you competing in this industry, since it's a really competitive industry today in the UAE?
Indeed, it is a highly competitive industry, and we compete with our track record, practically. We do what's best for the client, we consult, and we make sure that the client is being taken care of and he's getting the result the soonest and the easiest way possible.
Of course. So how do you personalize the experience for your clients?
Practically, when we get in touch with the client first, we do a free consultancy. We understand the client, we understand the story of the client, the needs of the client, the future plans of the client, the legal structure of the family of the client. And we try to advise him on the best program for him. Either it's a citizenship or residency. And then you would have a team of 4 employees working for each application who personalize everything to the client, the service, the checklists, the communication with the client based on his comfort, his needs, and what's legally suitable for him.
Of course. Since we mentioned earlier the competitiveness in this sector, so today there's also a lot of challenges going on. So what challenges are you facing and how are you treating them?
Change in policies. So we have a very fast moving industry, and governments, when you deal with 20 governments, those governments change policies all the time. With a lot of pressure from the EU or the UK, they change policies. And when they change policies, the market needs to adapt. I believe that's the main challenge, because we're a service provider and we provide services, so you can adapt easily to the changes. But when there are a lot of changes at the same time, this is a little bit of challenge that you face.
Of course. Why do you think the UAE is a good place for this kind of sector?
UAE is a hub, it's a business hub, and the geographical location, it's somehow the center of the world. When you are in the service industry and your market is mainly from Australia to US, passing through Asia, through the Middle East, through Africa, through Europe. So as a location, it's a very well located country. Plus the business setup or the infrastructure that the UAE provides makes it much easier to be in the UAE. On top of that, the difference in cultures that are available in the UAE what makes it.
Of course, it's a diverse cultural
Yeah,
city.
it's a very diverse culture. More than 200 nationalities in the UAE. A lot of them would be in need of a citizenship or a residency
Of course,
through investment, because there is a lot of businessmen in it.
for sure. Additionally, are you having any future expansion plans?
Yes, definitely. We are expanding to multiple jurisdictions right now, such as US, Africa, Asia. We are still choosing between Hong Kong and mainland China. And we're expanding maybe into another branch in the Middle East.
Of course. Can you give us a highlight of the premium services that you have today in the company?
Definitely. We do mainly investment migration. So citizenships and residencies through investment. We do not do immigration services. We might be planning in the future to open a separate subsidiary that services immigration, but our main focus is investment migration. You have multiple jurisdictions such as the Caribbean countries, the 5 Caribbean countries. You have European residency programs such as Portugal, Greece, Hungary, Italy, Latvia, Cyprus. You have Asian countries like Turkey as well. You have African countries like Sao Tome and Principe, and of course Nauru, Vanuatu, and other countries around the world.
I have a question out of curiosity, pure curiosity, actually. If I come to you as a customer today and I tell you I want a citizenship, but I don't know where, I just want a citizenship of somewhere else, how would you know what's the best place that would match me?
First, I would start with why would you need a citizenship?
Okay.
And why are you looking for the citizenship?
Of course.
To be able to identify your need.
Mhm.
And then I ask if you have any future plans based on that.
Mhm.
To identify what would be suitable for your current need and your future plan. I will do a legal background check on you to check your eligibility. And based on that, we elaborate more on the consultancy part and we advise you on the right.
Lastly, Mr. Wissam, thank you for telling us about the company and yourself as well.
Most welcome.
It was really insightful. Can you, if you have any advice to the younger generations or the passionate people in this sector?
Citizenship and residency by investment is not just about visa-free travel. It is about a plan B. It is about a plan C. It is about another option in life. It's not just to travel or to have access visa-free. You can create a plan B for your kids, for your family. You can create another lifestyle for the family and your kids as well. You can move from a country where you're living in bad situation to a much better situation. It is for the education of your kids. It is for the wealth preservation as well. And for the people that are starting in this industry, work hard, focus on your ethics in business, consult and advise your client on what's best for him, and you'll have a great future ahead.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. It's an inspire as well. Lastly, because you're operating in the UAE today, would you like to give a word or something, a message to the leaders and the country itself?
I would like to thank the leaders of the UAE for the opportunity that has given to 200 nationalities in this country, the safety that they are providing, the quality of service and the lifestyle that they are providing, and quality of life that they are providing for the people here. The opportunities for business, for growing, for making money, for living a good life, I would say.
Of course. Thank you so much for having us, Mr. Wissam. It was a really nice place and things to hear as well. Thank you, audiences, for watching this episode. Today, we just learned that you don't only have one lifestyle, you can have two, and you can have another option always in your life. Thank you for watching, and we're going to see you on the next episode of Pearls of Union.